snapdragons. They have the tiniest, winniest seed you have ever seen. I have decided I'm actually going to put those into tiny little modules this time, see how I get on with that. When they germinate, they are titchy tiny. They take forever to actually do anything, but they are wonderful once they flower, and so it is worth persevering. So this is a slightly newer method for me this time, so I shall show you how I deal with these titchy tiny seeds. Okay, so here we go. I have got my label already with the date on it. I've actually just marked on which seed company it is as well. I don't always remember to do that. I have got a little cocktail stick. Believe it or not, here are my seeds. There is some dust in there as well by the looks of it, but these are my seeds here. Teeny tiny. I've got my module with my tiny little individual modules there. I have got a cup of water, which I shall show you what to do in a minute. I've got my little watering what's it, and I've got a lid for my propagator. So here we go. Now, because these are tiny, if I pick them up with my finger, it would probably be quite tricky. So this seems to work quite well, and I didn't invent this. I saw somebody else do this. So I've just dipped it in the water. Just means you then are able to pick up that tiny little seed there, and in it goes. You just then gently pop your cocktail stick over the surface of the soil, make sure it's off, and then just keep going until you need to moisten your cocktail stick again, which I do there. So it seems to do a couple. Up we go, in it goes. It does pick up a bit of soil, but try and make it sure it goes back. See if you can remember which one you went in last as well. I'm actually going to put 2 in each of these. I'd already put 1 in the first row. Because they're so tiny, okay, so I've got my various different snapdragon varieties in there. Just going to give them a bit of a bedding in with a bit of water on the top, not too much. And although this is a half-hardy annual, which really shouldn't be started till a bit later, I know they're going to take ages, so I am just starting them maybe a month earlier than they should be. And the instructions say, always take a look at the seed packet, and it says sow indoors, do not cover the seed, propagate 18 to 20 degrees, so it should be perfect in here in my kitchen until germination occurs, which could take 10 to 21 days. Do not exclude light. So that's what I'm doing. Just going to cover them up with this little propagator lid, and yeah, we're good to go. Okay, here we go. They go into the little grow seed tray thing, and yeah, they're going to stay in there in my kitchen. Okay, so a bit of an update on the snapdragons. So I did a little reel on this, I think. The tiniest seeds you can ever imagine. So I used a little cocktail stick to at least try and control how many went into each cell. I thought I'd only put about 2, maximum 3 in each cell, but I must have given up towards the end because there's little clusters in various of these cells. So I did these slightly differently. Instead of starting them off in pots here and then transplanting them, because they are so tiny, I'm going to leave them in here, let them grow on until they're much better established, and then move them into bigger pots rather than transplanting them when they're teeny tiny.